these powers of 2 just keep getting larger and larger and larger. And since exponential growth is what it is, it's just a matter of time before we hit infinities. Hey everybody, this is OK Day here, back with another infinite Ballionaire combo. Today is actually quite the special episode because we are finally going to figure out how to bonk caves indefinitely to get as much money as possible. Well, in fact, to get an infinite amount of money. So, in case you are unfamiliar with a cave, what these do is every cave that you bonk consecutively gives you twice as much money. So a cave will give you $200, but then this one will give you 400, then 800, 1600, 32, 64, 128, 256, 512. Okay? And so, at least going vertically, it seems like this is as many caves as you can bonk. I guess you have the 1024 at the top there. Okay, so you see, while those numbers are nice, it's not really going to carry you late into the game. And also, doubling is one of those things that's sort of tantalizing. If you can just double a few more times, you get way more points. So you think to yourself, well, what if I put like some mushrooms down here to bounce ourselves back up? And mushrooms cannot be adjacent to each other, so we'll just put them every other and hope that we hit one. Okay, well, we can try once more. Okay, I'm trying to make a point here, so cooperate with me, game. There we go. See, once you hit the mushroom, if you look at the points up here, you restart the counter back at 200. And you hit the mushroom again, you restart the counter again back at 200. Because the wording is very specific for each other cave consecutively bonked before this one. Meaning, you are not allowed to bonk anything else, or else you reset the counter. And this applies to other methods of bonking a lot of stuff in a row. So for example, if we do this classic bow and arrow down to some target here, down into a dart trap, which then hits some portals and lets out there, and then has a broom over here. Where's my broom? And then has a bouncer here. So what this should do is, after all is said and done, is we should have a broom going straight to the right that comes out this portal, and then it will go all the way over here and then bounce off the bouncer, which of course will reset the counter. But coming off the bouncer, we will go over to the left, and then eventually back to the right because the broom wants to go to the right. And of course, we'll start off slow, but eventually we'll be hitting 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, which is more than the however many we got vertically. So let's go ahead and just speed that up so we can see it in action. We're almost there, so I'm going to slow it down so we can actually see the numbers happen. There we go. Okay, so we're getting decent sized powers of 2, but still nowhere near infinity. Like, we're still in the range of millions of dollars. Okay. First, we need an infinite combo over somewhere. So I will put it over on this side of the screen. And how much space do we really need for it? That should be enough. And so we're going to have a campfire that feeds a kiln. So this is going to generate eventually an infinite amount of power. We need to restrict the number of directions this can go in. So we're going to use a switch gate here, so the ball that spawns from the campfire has to go left. And let's go ahead and switch the switch gate over so we can put another one here and switch them back again. Okay, so now whatever ball spawns here has to go left into the kiln, then has to go right afterwards. What it's going to do is hit this book. And what this book does, since I have 2 stacks of it, it will make 2 balls go back to where they spawned. And now we just need some power from this generator. I don't think we need that either. Okay, this just became even more efficient. And then over on the left side of the screen, we can just do a tiny little thing like this. Okay, so now to explain this. So in the beginning, we will drop a fireball. It will power the kiln, which will give this fridge and this fridge each a charge. I'm sort of hoping that this kiln draws charges from this fridge, otherwise we will need power outlets. But let's just suppose that happens, that this kiln draws from this fridge. Then these two together will sort of always be in balance. We will never run out of charges. And then this fridge will always keep this thing on with a cooldown. And so we will always be able to teleport 2 balls back to their start. Over here, we're going to have a fireball that's going to go either 1 or 2 steps deep, depending on how long this ball takes to get to the book. And it's just going to bonk caves. And crucially, every time we teleport back home, we're not bonking the campfire. It's not even bonkable. So this ball is never bonking anything except for caves. So this tiny little combo should actually give us infinite money just with caves. Oh, unless, of course, yes, that was a mistake. I forgot to kill the top ball or give the book 3 charges. And at least in the previous little trial, even though it went wrong, we did figure out, or did verify, we don't need any power outlets here, which is sort of incredible. So we have really simplified an earlier build that I came up with a long time ago. Finally, campfire over here. In fact, let's just see if we can do it on just 2 rows. And one last thing, a cactus here to kill the first ball. Okay, so over here perpetually we're dropping a fireball, creating power to both fridges, and sending 2 things back to where they started, over and over and over and over and over, forever. Every time we hit the book, this fireball goes back to where it spawned, and so it's just bonking caves forever. Ooh, it's dangerously low. I should have gone a little higher. I'm playing around with that a bit too much. I wonder if we speed it up, will it fall off screen? Huh, interesting. Anyhow, yeah, check this out. So these powers of 2 just keep getting larger and larger and larger. And since exponential growth is what it is, it's just a matter of time before we hit infinities. I think I figured out earlier that infinity in this game is somewhere around 10 to the 300 or so. I think that this game uses the float 64 data type and then rounds it to the nearest integer. So I'll be interested to see if that's actually true. Not that I'll actually be able to read these numbers when we get that far. Yeah, check that out. That's pretty great. And also just consider how efficient this is, you know? In fact, I could just put a gate there and have the ball always go into just 1 cave. Not that that's really any different than having 2 caves, if we're being honest. But this takes up so little space, and we have all the rest of the space to do whatever we want with. I've even considered, you know, we could do a lot with this little combo here. We don't have to go through a cave infinitely. We could also just spawn a ball anywhere, or just use the original ball and put like a rainbow here, and double our points perpetually, so get exponential growth through infinite doubling that way. There's a lot of things you can do here. It's really powerful and really flexible. And here you see, due to the exponential growth, we're just gaining 1 digit every, let's say, 3 iterations or so. So we just sort of have this slope to the numbers, which is kind of satisfying. So yeah, this is pretty successful. Again, I did not think that it would be possible to bonk caves infinitely like this, and certainly no other method that I've come up with comes even close to this. But I guess this game has a lot more still to be discovered, because I wrote this off as impossible just a week ago. So now that I see not only is it possible, but it's quite easy to do this efficiently, I wonder what else is possible. Anyhow, I will let this go for a while until we hit infinities, and I'll be back later. Alright. I'm back. It's been quite a while actually. I doubt I had to stay that long. You can see in this chart here, numbers getting bigger and bigger and bigger, and then all of a sudden we hit infinity. It's just constant down. Also, I sort of imagine that these numbers at the top are already pretty huge. Not that it matters. But yeah, we have hit infinity with caves. Something I did not think was possible. Very cool. Anyhow, that's all I got for you today. If you enjoyed what you saw, please consider liking or commenting or subscribing. These things are all very helpful to the channel's growth. In any case, thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.